Hello and welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas. No, we're not cooking. We're talking about grapevines, this one to be exact. So yeah, this is an important part of a house now, a little grapevine, and it's going to go all over this pergola. It's going to give us biological air conditioning, a green roof, green canopy, living, breathing roof. Essentially, the water is going to come out of the ground, go up through the grapevine, giving us food, and then into the leaves. The leaves is going to evaporate that water, and it's going to make this feel such a lovely cool place in those baking hot summers. And so here it is, the bar area and barbecue. It's two varieties of red grape I've got going over here, and this is going to provide absolutely much needed shade in those hot summer months. And so what do you need to make the perfect pergola? Well, it's a south facing garden for a start, so the sun comes from this direction straight onto the house, which basically cooks my new house. So to cover the window, but one of the rooms at the back, the pergola is an absolute fantastic choice. So south facing it is, and it also needs a good free draining soil. We're on a slight slope here, so the soil's going to drain off naturally. That's in there as well. So we do need around 7 to 8 hours of good sunlight, and in the UK we just need the cooler climate grapes to get established and go well. Not only that, if you're in a garden that's overlooked by anyone, a good pergola with a solid roof or a green roof can give you absolute privacy over your neighbours as well. So that's a great point. And talking about privacy and shade cloths, they just block the sun. So it's a temporary solution. We want this grapevine to grow over in the summer, give us that privacy, but then it will all the leaves will fall off in the winter time and give us that light, that winter sunlight into the area as well. So shade cloths, temporary solution. This is a permanent solution. Not only that, it produces oxygen, stores carbon, and makes the whole area feel that much sweeter and beautiful for sitting in summer days. It all starts with the grapes itself. So we planted 2 varieties into the back there, and the first year, so year 1, it's all about establishing those roots, get them deep into the ground and get them going. You will see nothing on the top growth. Into year 2, it's exactly where this vine is, just the start of year 2. So it started to come up, and then by year 3 we will have a full canopy. But there are things you need to do to get it on its way. Now what I did at the start of year 2 to get this to go up to a good 8 foot in the air is only have 1 or 2 leaders going straight up, follow the canes up, and once you get it to a height that you can go across. So anything else that comes off these leaders, prune away in the first couple of years. You want it to focus all its energy to get into the height, and then it can spread and you can train it however you want over the vine. So that's the first thing you need to do. Keep it well watered in year 1. It does not like sitting in water. In fact, it hates sitting in water. So a good free draining soil, and get it up, and you'll find if you train it correctly, you'll have no leaves for the first 5 or 6 feet, and then it can spend all its energy producing that green roof, that green canopy for you. So you need to prune in year 2 just to have that one line feeder going straight up to the top, and then as the years progress we just want one line to go across all of these and it's dead simple to do. You prune once a year and that's it, you're good to go. Now when you're under the vine, it's going to feel like its own little microclimate as well. These leaves, they don't only just block the sun, unlike shade cloths, they actually expire. So they give out water vapours, making it feel that much cooler. And you'll probably be around 4 to 7 degrees cooler under here than you will in full sun. And with cooler temperatures, it means the concrete base is actually cooler and you just feel that little bit nicer. And in terms of factor of suntan lotion, it is around a factor 10 of suntan lotion. It does block a good proportion of UV rays, which is good. I'll go more into that on Nerds for Stats on a link below for you. But all in all, it's a winner chicken dinner. Now having a green roof or a green canopy, a shade cloth blocks the light, and this lets the light through as dappled shade, giving us all those varieties of colour coming through onto the ground. A lovely dappled light, and that's what we want. And did you know there are hundreds of commercial growers here in the UK? You just have to look for a hardy variety of grape. So once you have your grapevine established in year 3, the time to harvest your lovely grapes is September to October, and in those times you pick and you store and you eat your lovely grapes. Late October into November, you will find all the leaves drop off a plant, giving you a nice dormant bare plant in winter, so all that winter sun can get onto that area. And if you do get any high winds, it's not causing a problem with your pergola as well, because it will go straight through. That's another plus side. So for feeding your grapevines, I use a mix. I use a seaweed feed, so a liquid seaweed in the start of the season, and then as the season goes on, I'll swap that to a high potassium, just a tomato feed that you can buy from anywhere. And I'll do that every couple of weeks as the season goes. Now there are some good varieties of grapes, and best thing to do, if I was you, I would get onto your Google or a large language model and search by your postcode or climate type, because there are so many different varieties. So Boss Coupe Glory is a good one. Phoenix and Regent, they're seeded, and there are 2 varieties, so you can get seeded and seedless. The seedless is Lakemont Superior Seedless and Suffolk Red. They're some of the good ones for the UK. I'll list a few below, but like I said, check your climate, check your zone, and go by postcode and just check on Google. And when it comes to the structure itself, build a solid one. So these are 6x2s and 2x1s all over. Keep it solid. It will be a good weight once it's on, but like I said, in winter time it will shed those leaves and give you loads of airflow through it. I put wires in across the growing areas so we can train across the wires here and all over the pergola, and it's just going to help that guide in those first couple of years to get it established. And here's a little fun fact: if you try to grow lettuce under a green canopy, it will get less UV stress, which means the leaves will be a little bit sweeter, believe it or not. Try it, it's fun, and you never know. Less UV, less stress on the plant, and a better plant. So everywhere you go, you're winning all the time with this. So once you have it all established, you will be doing your bit for the environment. You'll be creating oxygen, storing carbon, and sitting under a beautiful canopy of green. What more could a gardener wish for? It'll give you privacy, and it'll give you that microclimate that you've always dreamed of. Have you ever sat in a forest on a sunny day, you feel how cool it is? Well, it's not just the shade that's cool. It's because all those plants are dispersing all that moisture into the air, cooling the air and making it feel that much nicer. That's why I'm doing it, and that's why I brought it to you today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.